Now at 8 o'clock, a group of Clark County teens remembers their friend a year and a half after he died in a car accident.
And this morning, the New York Police Department is mourning 2 officers who were gunned down in their car.
And a pet owner accused of abusing his dogs is behind bars.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Whitney Wetzel.
I'm Sean Moody on a frosty Sunday morning. If you're like me, walk outside, see the car, and it's like, oh, gotta do that now.
It's weird because just a week ago, it didn't even feel like it was Christmas time, and things have certainly changed.
Yeah, definitely, and pretty quickly, too. Let's check in right now with Mike Linden. He's over in the First Alert Weather Center. Mike?
'Tis the season, Sean and Whitney. Today is the first day of winter, and it most definitely looks and feels like it as we get started this morning. But with that sun already on the rise, we are seeing those temperatures improving pretty quickly. Frankfurt, about a half an hour ago, was at 19 degrees, now at 21. Richmond, still a little far behind there in Madison County, but we are seeing some improvement across the board. Most spots still below freezing, but coming up in just a few minutes, I'll break down what else we can expect here as we head into the winter season that might include a white Christmas.
All right, Mike, thanks. A group of teenagers in Clark County drove for nearly 2 hours across central Kentucky in memory of a lost friend. 16-year-old Luis Fuentes died in a crash back in July of 2013.
Last night they rode for Luis. Those at the memorial say he's a friend they can't forget. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is at the live desk with that story. Good morning, Hillary.
Good morning, Sean and Whitney. Last night, friends of Luis Fuentes remembered the teen through his passion for cars by riding for Luis. The group decorated their cars and then spent the next 2 hours driving and reflecting on the type of person Fuentes was. His friend's route took them down the mountain parkway to Red River Gorge. They then looped back and ended up at the site of the crash on Ironworks Road in Clark County, where their friend was killed. Even as time passes, those at the memorial say Luis is a friend they can't forget.
I mean, he was just a totally different person than what everybody else would see, and somebody as young as he was.
Friends say a ride like the one held last night would have been the kind of thing Fuentes would have done if he were still alive. At the live desk, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Thank you, Hillary. The New York City Police Department is mourning the loss of 2 of its own after a gunman who authorities say made online threats to police officers walked up to a police cruiser and started shooting. Police say the attack happened around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon in Brooklyn. Investigators say the gunman wanted to avenge the deaths of Eric Garner and Michael Brown. According to police, the suspected shooter, 28-year-old Ishmael Brinsley, shot his former girlfriend in Baltimore earlier in the day, then drove to New York with the intention of killing police officers.
Today, 2 of New York's finest were shot and killed with no warning, no provocation. They were quite simply assassinated, targeted for their uniform and for the responsibility they embraced to keep the people of this city safe.
Police say Brinsley's girlfriend was seriously injured. Police say Brinsley posted comments on Instagram about his plans.
We're continuing to track the search for a man deputies say went missing. Saturday afternoon, the Laurel County Sheriff's Office issued a golden alert for 71-year-old Michael Salisbury. Deputies say Salisbury and his wife got into an argument on Friday, and he left the house and didn't come back. We're told he takes various medications and is a diabetic. Deputies describe him as 5'8", 250 pounds with a medium build. He has brown eyes and short gray hair. He was last seen driving a black-colored 2005 Chevy Colorado pickup truck.
New this morning, we've learned Kentucky boxing legend Muhammad Ali has been hospitalized with a slight case of pneumonia. That's according to a statement from the boxing legend's spokesperson. Ali, who suffers from Parkinson's disease, was admitted early Saturday morning and is being treated by his doctors. The spokesperson says his prognosis is good, and they say only a short hospital stay is expected.
A religious battle continues over a Noah's Ark themed amusement park. The group behind the project says state leaders are backing out of an agreement. State leaders previously supported the project, approving nearly $18 million in tax incentives. Their support changed after activist groups claimed that religion would play a role in the attraction's hiring policies. Leaders of the religious group Answers in Genesis, who are behind the $172 million project, say the turnaround is religious discrimination.
If it's going to be a religious theme park or a religious project, just like a church, they have the right to hire people who have their same persuasion and their same set of beliefs. Otherwise, they can't maintain their identity and who and what they are.
The group says it's planning to file a lawsuit against the Commonwealth. Leaders say the project will still go on even without the state's tax credits. It's expected to open in the summer of 2016. They may be known for lights under Louisville and their underground zip lines, but the Louisville Mega Cavern is preparing to introduce its next attraction to the city. The Mega Underground Bike Park hasn't even opened yet, and it's already setting records. Stretching out across 8 acres, it can now claim the title of the world's largest indoor bike park, and it's actually 75 feet underground.
The great thing about being underground is that it's always comfortable. No matter how hot or cold it is, it's about 58 to 60 degrees where we're at right now.
Laurel says less than a year ago, someone approached them about this project, and they've already created more than 45 trails.
A pet owner accused of animal abuse is in jail this morning. The Rowan County Detention Center's records show state police arrested Ricky Gee Saturday morning. Earlier this week, rescuers say they found 2 Dobermans chained to a pole outside his house. We're told one of those dogs later died. The Star Rescue Group is caring for the surviving dog, Lola. They say she's doing better and is starting to gain weight. Gee faces several animal cruelty charges as well as a felony warrant from an unrelated crime. The Somerset Police Department is welcoming a new recruit. Copper is an 8-month-old bloodhound. According to the department's Facebook page, Copper will replace a German Shepherd the department lost back in September. Somerset Police say they chose a bloodhound because of the breed's tracking abilities. Copper comes from a long line of tracking bloodhounds in Tennessee. We're told he'll continue training with the department through February.
Roofers in Georgetown gave the gift of warmth to a family in need. A mother and daughter living under a leaky, rotting roof often stayed up throughout the night when it rained to move buckets and keep the water off their floors. But yesterday, some workers gave them a new roof. The daughter and her mother estimate their home's old roof was about 60 years old.
It's probably one of the worst situations I've seen, and it really hit me personally. And you know, when she told me that, when Rhoda told me that she was having to stay up all night, move buckets around, and then I saw the inside, my heart went out to her.
Benchmark Roofing and Restoration provided all of the materials and labor. And also a church there has raised some money to help repair some of the damage that was done to the inside. So a great Christmas story.
Yeah, awesome. I love seeing those. You see a lot of them this time of year. It's always good to kind of get attention to them.
Right.